Hey guys, welcome to my History 1302 virtual edition class. I'm so very glad that you decided to, take this class this semester with everything that's going on. I think we could all use a little dose of, normalcy. With that in mind, those of you that have taken a class with me before know how much I love teaching face-to-face. But this is really no different. I've been doing online classes for years now. And so I am thinking that for this class in particular, I am going to be, or for this semester in particular, I'm going to be incorporating, some of my face-to-face elements. I'm going to try to bring them into this virtual world that we are stuck in, for the time being. With that said, I know that some of you have probably never taken an online class before, and that's okay. Some of our faculty have never taught online classes before either. So we're all sort of like in the same boat, right? Trying to navigate through this new normal, right? So let's all make the best of it while we can. With that in mind, I wanted to go ahead and, record this video just to kind of make sure that we're all on the same page, go over some important information if you haven't already read about it or, emailed me about it. I thought that this would be a good opportunity to kind of show you around before the end of the week is done, right? So with that said, let's go ahead and go over to your course here on Canvas. So of course you want to go through the start here. Once you read all of the information on there, it's going to go ahead and take you to the more information, right? More resources. This is my office phone number. I'm going to try to see if there's a way for me to forward phone calls from here. I'm in my office right now. I had to ask permission, but here I am. But my email is there. Probably the best way to get a hold of me. Course information, all of this stuff, you have to read it, right? Make sure that you are well aware of, this information. More resources tab, again, more resources, right? So grading policy, the grade scale, how many assignments are we going to have this semester? Your discussion rubric is here, your essay rubric. Go over that stuff, right? And then once you're done reading all of this information here, you are now ready to proceed to your first unit. So this week, what you should be getting done this week by Sunday, August 23rd, is your course introduction, right? So read the objectives, read the syllabus, read the class policies handout, because that's where I have a lot of the more detailed information on assignments, late policy fee, extra credit, stuff you want to know about anyways. Read about it there, and then go ahead and proceed to the syllabus quiz, right? So these questions are about the syllabus and about the class policies to ensure that you understand and you know what's going on. Okay, so that's due on Sunday. The other thing that's due on Sunday is your introduction. Most of you have already done this already, which is great. Thank you. But if you haven't done it yet, what are you waiting for? I just want to know a little bit about yourself, right? I want you to get to know your classmates. And if you're taking more than one online class this semester, you're probably noticing that like everybody's asking for introductions. It's just standard procedure. It's one of the, fundamental principles of online learning is, we don't want our students to feel isolated or feel like they're doing this on their own, because you're not. We're all in the same boat here. And so, it's not just to engage you, but, to help me learn a little bit about yourself and also get you to learn a little bit about me, right? So tell me a little bit about, what major do you have, or if you're undecided, what kind of career do you have in mind? What are you thinking? What are some of your hobbies? What's your favorite book? right? This is one of my favorite questions. What's your favorite book? It's like the one where I'm like, I get to know somebody really well that way. And if you don't have a favorite book, maybe a favorite song or a favorite artist. Again, I love music. I love books. I love all of these things. I have like a million hobbies. And then more importantly, do you like history? Right? A lot of people tell me no on this one. I don't know if they do it to hurt my feelings. It doesn't. I know a lot of people don't like history. And the fact of the matter is that a lot of you are in this class because you need it, right? You need to graduate. But with that in mind, what are you going to do about it? So what if you're here because you need this class, right? Are you willing to learn something? How open-minded are you about history? Are there some aspects of history that you like? What are some aspects of history that you don't like? Any particular time periods that you're interested in finding out more about? Or that you feel strongly about politically or, morally, whatever. So we're going to talk about all of these things this semester. So I went ahead and I told you a little bit about me. Feel free to comment on that if you want. But what I want you to do, what I want you to do is go ahead and submit your response. And then once you do that, you'll see everybody else's posts. Make sure that you comment on at least 2 other classmates and add value to the discussion, right? Don't just say, yeah, man, I like horse riding too. Why? Tell me a little bit about that. That's pretty much all you have to do this week by Sunday. Next week, we are starting with the first unit. And so, where do you go to get all this information? Well, a couple of things I'm going to be implementing is I'm going to be having like weekly check-ins, right? And so I'll have an announcement every week. If you haven't already read this, I did post one 2 days ago. So, week 1, things to do. And next week on Monday, I'll have one, week 2, things to do. Because it's going to correlate with your syllabus, right? I want you to think of your syllabus, the last page, right? Which is the course calendar. Think of it this way. We're going to be doing a chapter a week, okay? So at least make enough time during the week to get that work done, okay? Because I don't want you to fall behind. I don't want you to try to do everything, the night before the test or anything like that. Start building these habits to make things easier for you. So I don't want you guys to be worried about like, okay, well, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing this week? I have no idea. I'm going to be communicating that with you every week, okay? So look for that on Monday, and you can expect one of these little, check-ins every week. I'll tell you exactly what you should be working on. I'll give you any information on that I can. I'll try to post videos if that facilitates it. And so for next week we are working on the first unit that is not your course introduction, right? So we're going to be jumping in the very first, I don't know why this isn't closing. The very first unit, which is chapters 16, 17, and 18, right? We're going to start with reconstruction. So if you go straight to the module section, you'll see there. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Well, read the unit objectives, right? What are the core points? What are the main points in chapters 16, 17, and 18 that we're going to be discussing, that we're going to be reading about, that we're going to be learning about? Because guess what? When you get to the test at the end of the unit, it's going to reflect those same objectives, okay? You don't have to worry about, well, hey, wait a minute, what does this discussion topic have to do with what, the book said about this? Or, how do I know that what's on the test is the stuff that I've been studying? Because we specifically designed this class so that everything aligns. There is nothing in this class or in these units that is out of place, that doesn't belong. Everything was designed with learning success in mind, with student success in mind, okay? So let's go over the first unit, what we're going to begin with next week on Monday, okay? Read the objectives. That way you know what you're going to be learning. That way you know what you're going to be tested on. And then read chapter 16 all next week. Read chapter 16. The week after that, 17. The week after that, it's 18, okay? At least one chapter a week. If there's any additional documents, primary sources, or secondary sources that I want you to read, they will also be here, and I will let you know in your weekly check-in, right, in the announcements, if you should be reading that. So for next week, I'm going to tell you guys, read chapter 16, read the Grimes family sharecropping document. It's going to be there, right? I'm going to tell you about it in the announcements, and then I'm going to tell you where to find it. So it's going to be right there, okay? You should also be working on reading quizzes. So these reading quizzes are questions that come straight out of the book, okay? Some of you have been emailing me, do I need the book? Yes, 100%, you need it. I don't care if it's a brand new book or if it's an older book or if you borrowed it from somebody. You do not need the online access. You just need a book, okay? So beg, borrow, steal one. Don't steal. Beg or borrow one from somebody. Get your hands on a book. Now, it doesn't have to be the most recent edition either. It can be the 5th edition, or it can be the 4th, or even a third edition. Those are a little bit older, a little bit harder to find. But as long as it's volume 2, HIST by Schultz, by Cengage, you're going to be okay. You do need the book, okay? So let's talk about the chapter reading quizzes. So like I said, every chapter is going to have a quiz. Why? Because you should be reading the book, right? You got to get that, foundation. Now, the good thing about this book is it's super easy to read. The chapters are not that very long at all. They are maybe, 20 pages tops. And so for the reading quizzes, and for the reading quizzes only, I will allow you to use the book, okay? It is being recorded though, so you're not allowed to share answers. You're not allowed to take pictures with your phone. Phones are not allowed at all, and I'm going to have a little quiz on that as well to kind of, remind you, or a little assignment or a memo or something. You cannot use your phones at any point during a quiz. During the chapter reading quizzes, I will let you use the book, okay? But you do not have unlimited time. So make sure that you're reading the chapter before you attempt the quiz, okay? The last thing that I want you guys to do is to be like, oh, okay, well, I'll just look for the answers when I'm taking the quiz and, it'll be easy. Well, maybe, but you're not going to have enough time. So read the chapter, then go in and take the quiz. It's 10 questions, multiple choice, right out of the book. And you do get 2 tries, okay? You get 2 attempts. Part of that is to see, if you want to improve your grade, your score, go for it. But this is also in there because things happen sometimes. Maybe you might lose connection or something. That's why it's on there, right? I mean, so expect the unexpected, right? Do not wait until the very last minute to do these quizzes, okay? Because I guarantee you technology will stab you in the back if you give it the chance, right? So don't do that to yourself. Give yourself enough time, and that's it. Just get it done, okay? Once these quizzes close, once any assignment closes, it's never coming back, okay? I have a policy where, if we start a new unit or a new chapter, it opens on Monday, always opens on Monday, and I'll have that assignment open all week. So you have all week to sit down and get it done. So everything will close on Sunday. Opens on Monday, closes on Sunday. So that gives you plenty of time to get it done, okay? So you just have to sit down and do it, all right? So I will be sending weekly reminders. I will be telling you, what you need to be working on, what you need to do. Once you're done with that, you just continue down the module, right? I also posted links to these crash course videos, which are helpful, right? Especially if you don't like history or if you struggle with it a little bit. I've been told by students that these videos are pretty helpful, right? It's almost like seeing like a tutor, like in action. And so, take advantage of those. Those are there for you. But I will also be recording lectures. You can expect a lecture on Reconstruction on Monday. I'll be recording it, and I'll post it, and I'll post it right here. Okay, you'll have, lecture videos or whatever. I'll post it right there in your module, and I will remind you about it on any announcements. Okay, so again, I don't want anybody struggling or wondering, what should I be working on? I have no idea. There's so much information on there. All you got to do is check your announcements, right? Check your email to see if there's any emails that I might have written to you, or the class, as a group, and then go straight to modules. It's super easy. Straight to modules. Get a planner. Get a calendar. Whatever helps you to get organized in order to be successful in this class, right? It's going to take a little bit of effort, but I want you to know that I'm there for you 100% of the way to help facilitate that success, okay? So even though we might not be in a face-to-face setting, I am never far from my phone. You can always email me, get in touch with me if you're having issues or whatever. If you don't have a computer, if you don't have a lockdown browser, there's ways to solve these problems, okay? Don't suffer in silence. Reach out to me. Let me know how I can be of assistance, and I'll see what I can do, okay? But for now, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to sort of I didn't introduce myself, but show you who I am, let you know that I'm here for you, that I want this to be a successful semester for you as well. But more than anything, let you know what you can be expecting in the weeks to come from me, from this class, because before you know it, it's going to be December, and we're going to be working on our final exam. Okay, so always check your email, check your announcements, go straight into the modules. What is it that you should be working on? You just click on it, you do it, and I'll be posting my lectures with the PowerPoints. I'll be adding them on here for your benefit, okay? The only other thing that I can think of at this point is to say that I will be posting some kind of a study guide at the end of the unit, and that the tests will be, we'll talk more about the tests as we get closer to the end of the semester. But again, it'll be based on the book. It's going to be based on the lecture. It's going to be based on all the stuff that you see here in the learning objectives. It's going to be reflected in the test, right? So you don't have to worry that you're doing stuff that isn't going to be on the test or anything like that, okay? If you can think of any questions, or if you have any other concerns or anything like that, let me know. I'm here for you guys. And, I don't know. If you think of anything, just send me an email, and I'll try to help as best as I can. Okay? So with that in mind, I will see you guys next time. And please take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.